It's gonna spin out of control any minute. Everything, turn it back down.
I've got it.
Turn it down. We're a cinnamon bun bakery that exists to support homeless people. Just before I started my PhD, actually, in about 2015, I started volunteering with a homeless organisation. Just through doing that volunteering experience, I met a lot of people that I became friends with, and a lot of the guys on the street we realised were fine medically, but just they would keep coming back to us for the social support. We were struggling to get them onto the next step of like, okay, how do we actually help them get out of this situation now? And we were trying to refer them to other places that had other training programs, and they tell us things like, oh, I can't go there, I need a referral, or they need me to have a key worker, or I need to be in accommodation. We just thought, what if we had a community business that could help these guys ourselves and at least just get the first steps to getting them earning some money and back on their feet. I'm Isha, I'm co-founder of House of Sin. We partner with a volunteer group called Street Caf that meet rough sleepers out on the street. And one of our long-term goals is to be able to become profitable enough that we can sustainably employ one of the guys that we've met and that we're trying to help transition from a street lifestyle into full-time employment. David and I, my co-founder, we both met when we were volunteering for Street Caf. So we were doing outreach together, meeting the guys that we want to help. We've always been obsessed with cinnamon buns, and we're like, there's a gap in the market. We're looking to start a community business. Why don't we just fill this gap?
You got 1 million orders.
The order we've got tomorrow, we can't split them. We need to do them all in one day. So that's going to be intense. At the beginning, David and I had never baked before. And so we found a recipe developer that helped us develop like our first bun recipe. So we got that recipe, we started learning, and then since then, all of the new flavors and stuff have just come out of us trying. And sometimes we find it really funny that like, we've made that and someone's eating it. The first time that we opened our online store, we completely underestimated how much work it was gonna be.
How's everything going in the kitchen?
Not bad. We've made everything, just put the buns in the oven. So at the moment we have our classic bun. We also have a cookies and cream flavour, Lotus Biscoff flavour. I love House of Sin to be able to get to the stage where we can afford to employ our first beneficiary. At the moment we're just doing introductory training and getting our guys into doing stuff that is supporting them into their new lifestyle, but it would be great to have somebody on a salary.
It's a great initiative and can't wait to see our guys in here.
Yes, do.
Yeah.
They'll probably be better at this than you.
That's what we hope.
It's very hard for guys that are rough sleeping to access the opportunities that are currently available. And I think that's why we wanted House of Sin to be that interim safe place for people who are rough sleeping and who do have really high support needs.
When you are on the street and you've been walked past and people don't look at you and they pretend like you don't exist, your self-esteem, it gets just kind of shredded away bit by bit. I guess allowing them to realise that they are somebody and somebody who is cared about would definitely be, first and foremost, one of the things that we would build on.
So we've got one person in training at the moment that we have met in 2017 through Street Caf that has been really an entrenched rough sleeper, really. He's in accommodation now. A lot of the training that we've been doing with him just is simple things like routine, like having to be somewhere at a certain time. First day he stepped out to call his mum and he was like, guys, I just told my mum that for the first time in 20 years I've done something useful with my day. I hope in the future that we're going to be able to see more guys have a change in their lives, that they start to feel better about themselves and they start to be able to talk about themselves in a way that's positive.